The simple and austere form of the building with continuous panoramic glazing on the facade ensures the interaction of natural light with the interiors. The basic building material, 3 color schemes are used in the rooms: golden dawn, whose yellow symbolizes a bright dawn; copper nightfall, the landscaping here is quite nice with lots of plants, and it also hosts. Hello friends, today I am going to show you a very interesting project. However, all projects we're highlighting is interesting, but this one is particular because the inspiration for it was not the place, not the history, but the phenomenon of the city of Lisbon. Let's get acquainted.
Lumen Hotel is a hotel that has the main concept to make a tribute to the city of Lisbon, specifically to the light of the city of Lisbon, that everyone speaks about it, but no one can really describe it. So through the hotel, we have tried to make this tribute. This happens on the common areas, on the rooms, on the rooftop. We always have that kind of concern. The room's decoration always follows that same concept. We have 3 different kinds of room decorations. It's the golden dawn, copper nightfall, and pure light. Different times of the day, different colors of the day. Even at the restaurant, we can see that we have plenty of daylight. The meeting rooms has also plenty of daylight. We have a magnificent called patio photo scenes, from where our clients can enjoy a beautiful video mapping show that is related to the history of the city of Lisbon. We can have a look at some monuments of the city of Lisbon, the music, the food, and all of that can be seen at the video mapping show that happens every single night at 10 p.m. at Lumen, Lisbon Hotel.
The concept of the Lumen Hotel is something new for modern Lisbon. This 4-star hotel, recently opened in the center of the Picos district, combines the highest level of comfort with stylish design. The essence and the philosophy of this project is the famous Lisbon light, sung by the best photographers of the world. Absolutely everything, from the name and design to the services offered, is dedicated to the theme of the golden hour of Lisbon, which is revealed in very different ways in the light gold of decor, in the play of light and shadow in the rooms, in the bright rays of sunlight flooding the rooftop pool, and in the peaceful atmosphere of Japanese garden-style patio. The Lumen Hotel is a rare case in the Portuguese capital when an old building is not renovated, but something completely new and unusual is built on an abandoned site, yet harmoniously integrated into the surrounding space. The author, architect Frederico Valsassina, managed to create an excellent example of smart architecture, when the image of the building is devoted exclusively to the idea of the project and maximizes its essence. The simple and austere form of the building with continuous panoramic glazing on the facade ensures the interaction of natural light with the interiors. The basic building material, concrete, acts only as an architectural base and background for light, color and image, while the green courtyard helps to avoid the stone jungle effect. The strict geometry of the structure allows for a logical division of the rooms and public spaces. Thanks to this solution, the guest of the hotel, even if absolutely all rooms have a glass wall with a panoramic view, can retain a sense of privacy while enjoying natural light. Light itself is not only the main element of the design. It lives in the hotel as a hospital lord entertaining its guests. Living light and decor, from subtly selected textures and shades of walls to unusual curtains and ornamentation of wooden floors following the movement of the sun, creates different scenarios, changing the space beyond recognition. Nuno Guzman of Atelier PO6 was in charge of the public areas design, and Barbara Neto of Lemon Variants was in charge of rooms design. Each of them tried to maximize the concept of the hotel and emphasize the unforgettable beauty of the golden hour, using professional techniques and creative imagination. So, with the help of the materials and red, yellow, orange and of course gold colors in all spaces of the hotel, you can see the magical moment of dawn when the sun is 6 degrees below the horizon. Reflective surfaces and bright colors blazing in the sun's rays during the day are filled with positivity. The scenographic image descends into tranquility and coziness at night when diagonal lines that cross the living rooms, hallways and corridors serve as illumination in the place of natural rays. Ceramics is the accent material for public area decor. It works by absorbing or reflecting light and reducing reverberations, enhancing acoustic comfort. Curtains made of buril fabric pierced with sunlight create a graphic illusion on the floor and walls. The illusion of rays is also developed in the corridors of the hotel. The hotel has a total of 160 rooms in different categories. On the 6th floor, there is a separate executive Zenith business lounge for work or business meetings. Each room features floor-to-ceiling panoramic windows overlooking either the street or the patio, a mirrored wall reflecting Barbaroneto's designed headboards, and light streaming in through the large windows. 3 color schemes are used in the rooms: Golden Dawn, whose yellow symbolizes a bright dawn, Copper Nightfall, whose orange and red hues recall the warmth color of sunset, and Pure Light, where the play of light and shadow on gray hues is reminiscent of twilight. The floor lamps, cabinets and desks are also designed by Barbaroneto especially for this project. The light tones of natural oak in the finish of the author's objects contrast with the saturated color scheme and look dramatic in the sunlight, as if in the spotlight. The repeating vertical ornament in the tile layout and in the leather decor of the headboards creates a unified rhythm, uniting the exterior and interiors of the hotel. A nice addition to the room furnishing are tablets, through which you can book a table in the restaurant or contact the staff via 24-hour chat. Although the rooms are really nice, of course guests won't spend all their time there. They might spend it, for example, on this wonderful patio. It has 3 mirrored ponds that also reflect the sky and the light of Lisbon. Well, the facades of the patio also work for this idea. The landscaping here is quite nice with lots of plants, and it also hosts the very video show that we will definitely come back to, so be sure to watch this video to the end. On the lower level are the conference rooms. There's a bigger room and there's a pretty cozy room for 14 people. An important aspect is that the conference rooms have their own kitchen. Accordingly, you can not only hold successful meetings, but also celebrate them with a wonderful lunch, for example. And if you need to cheer up, it is also possible because there is a gym here called Reflection. Although the gym is not very big, thanks to these reflections, it seems to be absolutely endless, because the mirror planes are installed on the ceiling and on one of the walls. And of course, the equipment is of highest level. If you find yourself here on a rather sunny and hot day like today, the patio will save you with its shade. You can stroll through the wonderful galleries that these brutal structures create. And if the sun doesn't frighten you, then you go upstairs to the rooftop bar and pool, where you can sunbathe and refresh yourself. By the way, a very interesting finish at the pool. You don't often see such a thing. It is decorated with a mix of red, orange and pink mosaics, and the color of the water changes depending on how the light changes in Lisbon. On top of that, it has an absolutely fantastic view of Lisbon. The best one is through the letter O. There you can see both the Cristo Rei statue and the famous April 25 bridge. Another point of attraction of the Lumen Hotel is Clorofilla restaurant, where everything emphasizes the uniqueness and exclusivity of the project. Specially designed furniture from the Portuguese brand Branca Lisboa and porcelain tableware, which is produced for Clorofilla at the famous Portuguese factory Vista Alegre. And a gourmet interpretation of the traditional Portuguese dishes by chef Celso Dias, accompanied by the best Portuguese wines, a marvelous view of the photosynthesis patio and a video mapping show. The highlight of the project is definitely the Lisbon light show, video mapping, which every night turns the walls of the inner garden oasis of photosynthesis into a stage for a colorful performance telling the history of the city. And the protagonist of the show is, of course, light and what it allows us to see and experience in the Portuguese capital. The 15-minute performance shows a day in life of Lisbon that begins with sunrise over the Vasco da Gama Bridge and ends with sunset over the April 25 bridge. The colorful video sequence will show the unique features of the city, the authentic sounds of the streets and traditional fado, helping you immerse yourself in the atmosphere of Lisbon and see its amazing light. Friends, I hope you like this project, and if so, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe share with your friends. Maybe they also will want to go to Lisbon, and now you have one more recommendation where to stay. Bye!